Ignition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Listening to Dead on Arrival.
I almost said it.
What?
Said what?
Oh, you missed it. Boom.
With the F word?
Nope.
Oh, you were about to say the N word. That's what it was. Huh?
No.
Yeah, I remember that one time.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
I
just
remember
got
that one
here.
time.
Yeah, I remember that one time.
Yeah, I remember that one time.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Down Arrival.
Hi.
Hey guys.
That's how we started. We started with a musical number where you just go.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me. I don't know.
Now's not the time for that.
Fuck are you guys talking about?
And I thought I was bad off them perks.
I'm gonna read this can I'm drinking out of because I don't actually know what I'm drinking out of.
Okay.
It says Steel Reserve 911. What the fuck?
Oh my god, no!
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Lily,
I'm
get off
drinking
your
a-
meds.
I'm
You're
drinking.
drinking burned steel?
Oh, she jaking it, guys.
Drinking a.
You're drinking 9/11.
Yeah.
Liquid 9/11. Drink it up.
Liquid! Liquid!
That would be a
Slow
dope ass
brews
drink.
9/11.
You drink hardcore pain and agony.
Liquid!
It would taste like metal and fire.
And then
Oh, that's
no,
fire.
okay. This is how they get you to drink it more because like you drink the first one, you're like, oh, gotta drink. The second one,
Right.
the second Lily.
I'm about to shut down.
Yeah.
The second Lily.
The second Lily?
That's like awful.
What are you talking
Hello,
about?
everybody. Welcome back to Dead on Arrival.
You mean Lily has taken a second drink?
Izzy, you're always trying to test me on my jokes. And so is you on the scene of the crime. And you
Listen,
know what?
I'm just what?
Oh, is you 9/11?
This might be the Lily intervention episode. Like it might just
Yeah.
happen tonight.
Lily has a problem.
Oh no.
Like we genuinely will stop the podcast and have to like intervene and be like, "Why are you so fucking white?"
Is this true?
You're being too white lately.
You're being too white.
You're not.
We're worried for you.
Yeah, we're worried
Yeah.
for you. You need to listen. You're being too white lately. You need to start saying blood.
I have.
You need to start saying
You're going from autistic white girl to like really needy Karen, and it's not kicking.
Instead of ass, you have to say ah.
What's the most Karen you've ever been?
Me?
Anyone?
Oh,
I don't
Miss
know.
Karen.
Oh shit.
I just don't have that in me to be a Karen. If it's like someone fucked
Yeah.
up like my order at a restaurant,
That's
I
good.
feel bad.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm way too much of a pushover and too much of a amazing, awesome, loving human being.
I did kind of snap at a McDonald's employee the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, McDonald's deserves it because they're like 14-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I ordered it because you know how like their iced coffee usually comes with like cream and sugar. And it's like light brown shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like 3 times in a row, they gave me dark black coffee with ice in it.
Oh.
Oh,
And
Lord.
after the 3rd time, I just said to their face, "What the fuck is your problem?"
I think my sister needs to start doing that because the Taco Bell that's right next to us. She always she does what Freeze does. She doesn't like stuff in like her tacos. She likes the like meat and cheese and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
bland.
And every single time, without fail, they always put everything in it. Like every single time.
Well, I don't know if I've talked about this
Yeah.
before,
You
but
should say this.
we DoorDash Taco Bell once, and they gave me 3 Doritos Locos Tacos with only lettuce in them. Just lettuce. And I'm like, come on.
And you know they were like...
And it sucks because the drivers are always just like, "Oh, that's the restaurant."
Yeah, it's like, you can fucking check. I don't know.
You know that was a disgruntled employee that quit that same day, and Freeze was just the unfortunate person that they
Probably.
fucking blew all their steam off of.
Yeah, they're like, this
Not
fucking
at their
asshole, I'm gonna
boogers,
quit. Whoever gets the seat.
That's
And
what
it
I'm
was
saying.
free.
They pulled up to their manager, went "fuck you," and just put lettuce in all your shit.
It's like you
And
can't
it-
really think someone's actually eating that.
And it just had to be Freeze Park.
Yeah.
They had to do it.
You know who is
Yeah.
vegans? They're eating that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
lettuce
never
taco.
got when restaurants have like vegan options because like I think most of the time, like vegetarians I think usually do it for health reasons, but I think veganism is usually like a moral sort of thing.
It is,
it's a
yeah.
choice,
And it's
yeah.
like if a restaurant offers vegan options and you buy them, you're still like giving money to the restaurant that also does like
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah.
I never fucking understood
It's
it.
ass backwards. Man.
It's just like why do you want a restaurant to have vegan options when they're still
It's
like
pussy
your
shit.
enemy?
Yeah.
Also, yeah, veganism's pussy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with vegetarianism, but at the point where you're just like, I need synthetic food that mimics a burger.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They
are
want to
you
be
doing?
cool like us.
They want to have our food
They
so
not like
bad.
us.
I don't trust that kind of stuff at all. It just seems
They
like
not like us.
I don't know.
They're not like us.
Something about it is just the
I love burgers.
You know what I think it is? I'm on the same page with you, Izzy. See, like the only one that justified it for me was the Impossible Whopper at Burger King. Everything else was bullshit to me. Because it was
Yeah.
like
Well, at least the
wasn't-
Impossible Whopper was like that was like a feat of Burger King marketing, being like, guys, we made a Whopper, but it's not out of meat. Check it out.
yeah, and it's
fucking
crazy.
bullshit.
It's crazy because I don't eat Whoppers that much, but like I had a side by side comparison and I couldn't tell the difference. Like I was like, this definitely is like a placebo thing. Like this is just
The
a real
only-
burger.
Yeah. The only thing I remember when the Impossible Whopper came out was that apparently people found there's like a decent amount of like estrogen in a burger, so people were like, "What if you just got like 10 burgers a day?" And that was just like stealth HRT.
Whoa.
Yeah. Fuck
What's
it.
HRT?
I don't think that's
you
the
dumb?
right kind of estrogen.
No,
HRT.
HRT is what like trans people take.
yeah, hormone
Yeah, but no,
replacement
but it's not
therapy.
in your burgers.
No,
I don't think it will work though. It's not direct. Like it has to be into
That's
your
the old.
bloodstream
That's
in
how
order
you
for it to work.
explain transitioning to Americans. It's like imagine if your burger made you a lady.
imagine if the burger made lady. Oh, speaking of
It stands for hamburger ranch and tomato.
hamburger ranch and tomato, that sucks.
Yeah, can I get the HRT?
Hamburger ranch tomato. Hamburger Ranch, Texas.
Imagine a restaurant run by thick Latinas, and you can order a BBLT.
I get it. This sucks.
That's great. You know what? I'm gonna open up a trans themed restaurant and just name all the burgers. That I'm in it to win it.
The LGBLT.
Yep.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
I
Mm.
was gonna
All
say
right, so
though.
your food should be
Oh,
out in
no.
about 15 minutes. Thank you, Messer.
Oh,
Thank you. Just thank you. That's
Okay,
just thanks.
Izzy, 10 times the charm.
Yeah, if he could shut his big fat ass mouth.
No.
We're just
Oh,
I was gonna
yeah.
say. I was gonna
Oh, was
say.
I talking over you?
I'm gonna fucking murder you.
I didn't realize.
I'm gonna strangle your puny little neck, you dumbass cracker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. Anyways, I saw on Twitter the other day all the animation
Twitter.
cinema people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I saw online the other day.
What'd you
That-
see?
Just go through it. Just say all of it at once.
No, I'm done. No, we're good.
No, I want to know about animation and cinema people. I love those guys.
No, we're good. No.
I want to know.
Freeze, what happened to you today? No, it's
No,
over.
I want to know. No, dude,
Uh-uh.
you better say it.
No, what happened to you
Better
today,
say
Freeze?
Did the Toonheads do something funny?
Oh, Avery's
The Toonheads are at it again.
Yeah.
Two heads went to war.
God damn it!
What
This
happened?
episode sucked! Okay, I went on fucking Twitter today and I saw that all the animation and cinema people were always like, you know, animation deserves more respect. There was some animation movie, I forget the name of it, but it came out of China and it's
Oh, yeah.
winning awards as like the best top, like,
No, yeah, there's the Chinese
successful
animated
animation.
movie
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
just became the highest grossing animated movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one about the little demon girl. Yeah.
And then there's a ton of like American Toonheads that are like, what the fuck? I've never heard of this. What the hell? There's a bunch of people
Yeah.
being weird and like xenophobic about it.
Yeah.
That's
They're
it.
always
That's
like
all I
that.
wanted to say.
They're always
Okay.
like that. They don't want to watch anything foreign or anything
That's
for
true.
adults.
Yeah.
It's like they just want to watch like DreamWorks.
Yeah, they just they just want to watch fucking
Yeah,
Pixar.
they want to watch the
Yeah.
Minions and say, "Everyone, go watch this movie because if we give it
Oh.
support,
They want to feel
Everyone
good.
go watch Transformers.
Everyone, go
Yeah.
watch Shrek now.
They want to
Yeah.
feel
Oh,
good for
dude.
not really having that varied of movie taste.
oh,
I
the
don't know.
Yeah.
Transformers thing, bro."
Ray,
Like,
is this still you or am I playing against a bot?
No, it's just still me.
Okay. I've been
For the
thinking
viewers
that.
at
Sorry.
home that are not paying
Sorry,
attention.
we're playing
we-
8 Ball.
Yeah, we're I'll put up gameplay footage later, but like we're cooking an 8 ball right now.
Sorry
Sorry.
for interrupting a riveting
Oh.
discussion.
everyone
about the
watch.
years online. I fucking hate animation, honestly.
Everyone,
Like,
everyone,
it really pisses me off.
everyone, go watch Coyote versus Acne right now.
Finally, finally. This has been like
animation.
Lily.
this has been like building up.
Yeah.
Avery's animation crash out.
What's
Lily-
up? What's up, Freeze?
You say acne every single time.
Coyote versus
He has acne.
It's acme.
I
Me.
know. I'm just
Okay.
an asshole.
You've just done it so many times I can't tell if it's a joke.
Acne.
That's first off. That's very flawed of you, Freeze, to think she's that stupid. I know she's dumb, but she ain't retarded. That's very flawed.
Wait, are you absolutely sure?
I mean,
just-
look, put a couple Heinekens in her. We'll see what happens. But like, I don't know. She's not that stupid.
I'm just being an asshole because everyone wants to watch fucking Coyote versus Acne.
I gotta
That-
double down with you on that, Lily. I really like don't get the hype around it. Like, and I'm not
Me
saying this to
neither.
be mean to y'all. I'm not saying this to be mean to y'all out there. Y'all need to go get a fucking life. That movie is not worth
True.
shit for nothing. And if you're
So
really
fucking
anti-establishment, go the fuck outside.
Just-
Y'all ain't about it.
The only thing I've heard about is that John Cena's in it. I think.
Oh,
The only-
great!
like-
Wow.
I understand the principle of it because it is fucked up. They just completed a movie and then just didn't release it when they would
Yeah.
only gain from
Yeah,
that.
but they
but
did
it's
that with
really
Batgirl too.
yeah. But the thing is, it's like even if we got it, it would only like. It's one of the things where it not being available makes it more interesting. That's like a lot of lost
Yeah.
media too. The fact that you don't have it makes
Yeah.
it more
Yeah,
valuable.
that's the only reason why they care about it is because this happened. They wouldn't like give a shit if it was actually.
It's
a movie.
incredible to me how like fucking superhero fans are on better behavior because they don't give a shit that Batgirl got canceled.
Yeah, they do.
Every single fucking person.
My
on
thing is,
Twitter
it's like if we actually got it, like everyone they listened somehow, and you actually got it, would it really be like better than like the Smurfs or like Hop or like rock? Like
No.
it's in that genre.
It would get forgotten like by the
Yeah.
next year.
Absolutely.
Just watch the fucking
Yeah, just watch the new Looney
yeah,
Tunes movie.
the Daffy
Yeah,
and
the
Monkey
day that
movie.
Yeah, that one.
That's,
I
that's
was
fully 2D. Yeah, that's fully
Yeah.
2D. It's fully real and it's coming out.
and it's all
Yeah.
animated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Freeze, and Lily saw that, and it was actually really good. I didn't expect it to be that good.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in theaters yet, but we did see it.
There's a little man in it. Made me laugh.
It's actually sad. Me and Avery went to see a movie like last week, and all of the posters were for that movie. And then the next day, they were like, "It's getting pushed back another month." Like, goddamn.
Yeah, I remember when when COVID happened, that one Ghostbusters movie got fucked up with
Yes.
like release date, and I was going to the theater. There was like a period in my time where for one single year, every time I went to the theater in the back, there would just be a poster for the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
movie.
Afterlife.
That was never coming out.
Yeah.
Christ.
It had a release date on it that passed like 6 months prior.
Ghostbusters. What the fuck did Gus do?
Gus?
Ghostbusters, Gus Johnson Busters.
It's probably
Now Gus isn't perfect, but I mean, like, we didn't need to make a whole like thing off of it.
Yeah, cancel culture's gotten out of hand.
I thought Avery was gonna say Gutbusters originally.
They didn't have to go for Gus.
Mm-mm.
leave my boy Gus out of this. I was going to say, though, that must have been interesting around COVID when there's a ton of movies that were like, it's coming out like next month. And then right around March, they had to just get rid of all of that. There's probably so many
Yeah.
posters
Oh,
and like
yeah.
standees and bullshit that just never got released because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares? There's not. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there weren't any good movies that were coming out when COVID hit.
No.
The only one that mattered came out, and that was Sonic.
Because I've never seen one like tweet or article being like, "Here are the lost movies that were going to be huge, but COVID happened."
The lost
None of-
COVID movies.
Yeah, none of
They're
them-
all starting to come out like they came out in like 2022. All the
Yeah.
movies affected by COVID that were.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, like anything that came out in 2022 was probably started in 2019
Yeah.
and then got shut down.
What animal
lot of it
even?
was-
What animal even is Sonic the Hedgehog?
He's a hedge maze.
I remember when
rat.
COVID happened and it progressed so rapidly, like how serious people were taking it. Because I
Yeah.
remember being at gym at school and someone saying like, "Yeah, they're talking about closing school for a couple weeks because of COVID."
Mm-hmm.
And then
Game
boom,
changing.
school's out for the next like 2 years.
Because it really happened when we went to spring break.
Yeah.
But you
That's
know,
really when it
but
got
you,
bad.
but you know why that is though, right? You know why they like indefinitely went through with it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
well,
I can't tell if I feel bad or if I like have like a sort of L on my forehead, ha 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 attitude towards people who were like who had just graduated from high school and were about to go to like campus college, and then COVID happened. I can't tell if I feel bad for them if I'm like sucks to be you.
That
You know?
does suck.
It kind of sucks, yeah.
Yeah. I remember vividly in high school, I was there and a kid was arguing with, I think it was my history teacher, because they were like, they're not going to close the schools. It's going to be like 2 days and then you guys come back in. And it's like, no, man, have you read the news? Something's going on. And I was like,
Oh, it's just
probably
a
going to be for a
flu.
few. Yeah, it'll pass. It's nothing. It was like Ebola. It was a scare and then it was fine.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean-
and then fucking
I mean, that's
years
what it was
later,
supposed to
didn't
be.
go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they were kind of because COVID was kind of just like the flu, but the main thing is just like we had no idea the potential of it. We like
Yeah.
didn't know how it fucking worked or what to do to like combat it. So everyone was
Yeah.
just thinking we had a fucking. It was like Ebola.
Yeah.
That's how they
Yeah.
treated it. Remember when Ebola started happening in America
Yeah.
again?
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
that shit fucked up. Even though I was like in elementary, that shit fucked up everybody. Like that was a wild
Yeah.
time.
That was like
Yeah.
2013, 14.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, that was
crazy.
2013 to 2015. I want to say when the Ebola scare was going on.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
And
I
then
just
they
think
found that there's that bird flu that's going around now.
that ain't gonna
Yeah.
be shit.
And
Yeah, I know,
nobody gives
yeah.
a shit.
But nobody gives a shit because unfortunately that's what they do. Birds fly.
Oh, I get it.
Nice.
Up top.
Because half of the,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
a third of the population just doesn't believe COVID was real, and they're like masking. They're like really conservative about it.
Yeah.
And then the other third is people who like took COVID seriously, but they're like, we don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
You know. And then there's one
Yeah.
third of people who still go out in public every day wearing a mask.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
people that don't want it to end.
I see that
Oh,
shit
no.
to this day. Yeah.
They got too used to being a fat piece of
If
shit.
every
at home.
time I see someone wearing a mask in public, I'm like, you better just have cancer.
Yeah, I
Oh my
don't know.
lord.
What is that a weird thing to say? Because I agree.
It's
And
crazy
so-
because I work at a store that sells the mask, like specifically the blue taped one that everybody fucking runs around with.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's weird to frequently see people just are like, oh, there's still an epidemic going on. I'm like, we are 3 years out of this.
It's
What
done.
the fuck are you talking about?
I understand it to a degree, but it's also at this point, if you're still wearing masks, would you not also be vaccinated unless you're stupid? You know,
Yeah.
like at this point,
I feel like if I was still afraid of COVID, I wouldn't go outside ever.
It's like that one story of that Japanese, I think it was Japanese, World War II person who was like stuck in a forest for 30 years, didn't know the war was over.
oh my god,
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
I didn't know about that. That's
That's
crazy.
that's a whole other scenario though. He didn't have a choice to know.
I
Like,
thought you were
these
gonna bring
people-
up the Japanese guy who got radiation poisoning and was just like decomposing over the course of like 3 months.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Lost
Oh
a lot.
yeah. He was fucked.
Jesus.
He was cooked.
I didn't even know about that. That's fucked.
Yeah,
No, yeah, that's
it was.
see.
It was
see,
this
everybody do
like
your
guy
research
who
on your
worked
own.
at a. There's this guy who worked at like a radiation fucking like center in Japan, and one of the tests went wrong where it just blasted him with severe radiation, and they took him to the hospital, and he just looked like he had like a sunburn. He's like, "Oh, I'll be all right." And then for
Yeah.
the next 3 months, as he was alive, his like flesh started just like peeling off, and his bones
Oh
started
lord.
melting.
Yeah, he literally melted.
And while he was still like somewhat okay, he was just like, guys, just do whatever you can to keep me alive. So at some point, it all went wrong. He just started melting. He kept dying, and they kept just bringing him back because they're like, that's what you want us to do.
So right, he just had eczema.
Yeah, he just had eczema.
It was just allergies.
That's just hell. That's actually hell. I would ask
Well,
to die. If I was in that.
listen, he wanted to keep living, so they kept putting him on a respirator and all that extra shit.
I guess
I'd
so.
blow my fucking head off.
Smooth off.
Have you seen the video of T-Pain talking to the AI robot, being like, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have Elon Musk put an asshole on you. I'm gonna fuck you."
No,
up.
that's
Go
not
behind you."
T-Pain. That's 2 Chainz.
Oh yeah, it's 2 Chainz. I'm gonna have Elon put an asshole on you. Fuck you, and after I bust my nut, go up behind you and blow your head smooth off. And I'm gonna get another one and put your brain in it so you remember who I am, and you have to relive it all over again.
Who's
and the
he
robot's-
talking to?
He's talking to
Tesla's robot.
He's talking to like an AI robot, and the AI robot's
Oh.
like, I don't think you should do that.
It's not even AI. That's like a human controlling the microphone.
Yeah.
I
Two
don't think
Chainz
that's
is
what we're
funny.
meant to do.
Have you guys seen the fucking video? You've probably seen it where they have AI like drive-through attendants at Taco Bell. And the guy's
Drive-thru.
and it's like, welcome to Taco Bell. What would you like? And the guy's like, can I have 18,000 water cups? and then someone has to come and actually take his order because the robot was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, like it knows what those words mean.
All the fast food places here are already done with the AI fucking shit. Because you pull up to the drive-thru and they're like, "Thank you for coming to Burger King. We'll be take a moment to look at our menu," and then it cuts off, and then the person's just like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
instantly like
They just
Nobody-
they don't give a
Nobody
shit.
wants to put up with AI on that level. No,
There's
like,
I mean, I kind of do to some extent, but like only when it's to my benefit. Like, there's a Wendy's by my house that has that, so every now and then I'll just be like, "Yeah, let me get 14,000 chicken nuggets," and the system will be like, not like computing, but it'll be
God.
like, "Give us a moment."
Yeah.
That's just so. That's just fucking annoying. They have that at fucking. They have that at the Chick-fil-A near me. I ordered like a spicy chicken sandwich because that's just what I always get. And they put in like
Sure.
they put in like sure, and they put.
We're gonna believe that for this story. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
whatever, Lily.
They didn't
whatever, Lily.
It didn't like pick it up, so it put like 7 fruit yogurt cups.
Great.
That's awesome.
That's just like,
I love how AI doesn't work.
Yeah, that also like
this is the future.
Yeah.
that also didn't happen, but like I'm sure that would have happened if I did.
It's
I
just
told
like,
y'all. I told you.
my,
I no
my
fucking
thing with
spicy
it
chicken
is that
sandwiches.
is like, if you're gonna install that in the first place, why are you still hiring like people to work at the drive-thru? If you're so confident in it, why do you have someone on standby in case it doesn't work?
So they can wear those cool headsets.
I love being told something is the future, and then people have to put
Yeah.
tons of money in it to convince you that it's the future.
I remember that one of the first times I ever went through a drive-thru as a little kid, I was like so confused by the fact of like you paying something with cash and they give you change back, because I'm like, why are they giving you food and also money? Like,
Wow.
like I didn't understand that they were giving like what change was. I was like, why are they paying you to get their food?
That's crazy that you remember that.
That's really funny.
The first time you went to a drive-thru.
Yeah, well, because I remember every
Wow.
time like my mom would say she's going to McDonald's, I would say I want a Krabby Patty, and she'd just get me a McDouble.
Nice.
What the
That's
fuck?
funny.
Oh, buddy.
And I remember, I don't know, I remember that vividly because I remember I had one of those DVD portable things that kids would have, like in their car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
the
was
players, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just watching Night of the Living Dead at like I was like 5 years old
Jesus.
Great.
in the drive-thru.
That movie's too much. I don't know.
I thought it was awesome. I was like,
I watched it
"Whoa."
for the first time at like 20, and I was like,
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
I think
It's
when
a
you're
fun
5,
movie.
6 years old and you
No,
have
it's
no
great.
idea how the world works, that is probably the most like entertaining movie ever.
Night of the
remember-
Living Dead.
I remember, I think when I was like 2 years old, my great grandmother told me a story that apparently I would spend a lot of time with her, and we like had to leave the house for something, and I was like screaming and crying and begging her to go to a place called The Green, and she spent legit an hour trying to figure out
Wait, Green?
What the What were you trying to tell her?
Green or green?
The green, like the color green.
Oh, green.
And,
Okay.
and she spent legit an hour driving around like each store in her neighborhood trying to figure out what it was. And she finally figured out that I was talking about Walmart because the Walmart near her was colored green.
The green.
Oh my
green.
Oh my god.
That's going in Jackbox.
Everything's getting gray. Like I can't see.
The green.
That's what I heard was
It's
the
okay.
grain. I was like, what do you fuck you mean the grain?
So
I
fucking
heard
funny.
the green, but
No, just the green.
oh god.
And then there was blue Walmarts. Before I learned it was called Walmart, it was the green and the blue. And I remember when I was younger, I called Burger King Pan King.
Bro.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. This is when I was like 2 or 3 years, like an actual infant.
Oh, who cares?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what? It's your grandma's fault for listening to a 2-year-old.
No,
Yo, great.
no,
It's your great grandma's fault for believing the green was a real place.
the green.
Yeah, it's like, how would this 2-year-old know about this fucking bumping spot called the green?
It's like a fucking nightclub.
It's like, oh, I gotta check this out.
I gotta see this.
The
Yeah.
grain. That's what I thought Lily was laughing at, the fact that it was called the grain. I was like, what
That's
the
what
fuck is wrong with
that is what I was laughing
That
at.
is also something she would do too.
I also did think Izzy said the grain.
No, I'm green, the color.
I heard the green. That's what I was laughing at. Yeah, but you're so right. You're so right, Freeze. I would have done that shit too.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like for years, I think I stopped doing it when I was like maybe like 9 or 10 years old. I called chicken nuggets Duggins.
Oh yeah.
Duggins.
It's because I think the reason why is because my grandpa's name is Doug, and he used to I think he used to like pop them in the microwave and give them to me, and so I'd like call them Duggins, and I'd like genuinely do it every single time, and like every time we go to like McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that, I'm like, oh, I went Duggins, and and sometimes I still slip up. Sometimes I still call them Duggins because I was just so used to calling them that.
We
That's
knew
funny.
we knew it was gonna slip too. We were like, yeah, watch, there's gonna be a Freudian slip somewhere.
Duggins. And I'll call out my brother on this for I think until he was like 6 years old, he would call
17.
fingers. He would call 17
Fingers.
until he was like 6 years old. He would call fingers dingers.
Dingers?
Yeah, Gandhi's catchphrase. I remember watching Clone High and thinking he was. I remember watching
Yeah.
Clone High thinking he said the N word.
Yeah, he did say the N word, but they had to do.
He
like,
says it very similarly to the N word.
Yeah, I remember being little and I couldn't pronounce the word package, so I would say Patrick. Because all I would
I
know
love
was
that.
SpongeBob.
Patrick, that's not alright.
Dude, I remember because buildings. There's like 3 stories, 20 stories, 12. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't know how to say that, so I said like 20-seum building.
What? See him?
20, yeah, seum. 20-seum building.
You didn't know how to
That's
say
funny.
story?
I remember when I was younger, I had. Well, now she knows. She says it too
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I know a thing or two about my boy Story Davis.
yeah.
Story
But
Davis,
I remember
shout
when I was
Shut
younger,
up, Story
I
Davis.
had a real hard time when I was younger trying to pronounce the TH sound for like 3 and that kind of stuff. I was really bad with that.
Fee.
I kept saying tree.
I always said finger. TH.
You're a
Finger.
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 Bless you.
That's funny.
Like,
Look at the bass.
Oh my god!
I told you to turn the fucking bass down when you sneeze. B. What the fuck?
Sorry, I got a cold.
I wish the call would have ended right when he sneezed.
Fucking bomb dropped.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck happened?
Right? Editor, cut out Avery for the rest of the episode.
No.
We'll sit in silence while he's talking. It's just gonna be there.
We all get kicked out and nobody's in there anymore. It's like,
Dude, that'd be
Oh.
great. What if we were in a situation where we did a podcast with a guest so bad that I was just like, I'm just gonna cut all their audio out.
That would be insane.
That would be so funny.
Right?
So we're just talking to nothing.
Yeah.
I got a few things that I was stupid about when I was a kid. I remember, you know the phrase "the coast is clear."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, when, when I was a
boy.
kid, I used to think it was called the. It's not stupid. It makes sense.
Okay, say it.
When I was a kid, I thought it was the ghost is clear.
Okay.
I
The
thought it
ghost is
was.
queer.
I thought it was the ghost is clear because you don't make sense because they're fucking clear. And I finally
But why are
learned
we
that
just saying that? You know.
because it's clear, you asshole. And
But why are we bringing it up? You know.
why are we bringing up the coast? Come on now. And then I learned that it was called the coast is clear. I was like, oh shit. So instead, my brain would think of like my brain would just think of like a haunted coast. Like there's just ghosts all over the coast and stuff like that. I'm like, oh dude, things are getting a little scary right here.
Ghost across the coast. And then you're like, that would make a really good TV show. And then you pitched it to Cartoon Network.
The ghosts on the coast are clear, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like we should talk about your Little Caesars thing.
oh my god.
Yeah. Tell that.
It's kind of related to this.
Chat, you're in for something.
Chat, you're not ready for this, chat.
Chat. Oh my god, chat.
Oh
Shut
Jesus
up.
Christ. Okay. Now this is probably like something where you guys are gonna like look at me funny for the rest of your lives. But
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
okay, hold on. Let me like pull up the photo of Little Caesars.
Yeah, just get the logo. It'll be in the thumbnail for sure.
Right. The whole logo. Thanks, Freeze.
Just
Yeah.
the guy, you know, the guy with the pizza.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Caesar himself.
You know the Little Caesars logo where I found it. Okay, you know the Little Caesars logo where he's like
Yeah.
his mouth is open. He's gonna eat the pizza. He has the big slice right, the big piece of pizza right there. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw it. Freeze. I know you don't really like put things in podcasts like a
I'll
photo,
put it in.
but you have to. I'm gonna draw this out like finally, and
Yeah.
you have
Do
to
it.
put this there so people can see what I'm talking about. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So look at him, right? You see?
Yeah.
Okay, so when when I was a kid, for the longest time, I couldn't understand this logo because it looked like an alien to me, like genuinely. Like so you know he's facing the right, right?
Mhm.
Now think of it like a creature that's facing the left. Like he's staring at like the large slice of pizza. So you see his big nose. That's
Yeah.
that's like the pointy alien head, and you see like that's the pointy alien head, and you see like his upper lip. That's his ear, and you see like his bottom lip. That's his neck, like hunched over, and
Yeah.
like the leaves and like the leaves and stuff like that's his fucked up alien face, and the two closed eyes like those are his angry eyebrows, and if you look down from like the leaves there's like a little like slit opening like a tiny one right there like a few pixels that's like his mouth and he's going like ugh, you know what I mean, and he's
Thank you.
staring at
Thank
he's
thank
staring
you.
at he's staring at the large pie right there, and like behind him over his hunch he's holding like the tiny slice, and like it's this scary fucking alien, and that's like
And his
how,
hair is his face.
yeah, like a fucked up alien face, and this is how I always viewed it like forever. And like once I started seeing like photos of like the Little Caesars character online where he just has like the big nose and shit, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is that what he fucking like? What are you guys doing? Like, this isn't what he looks like.
Thank
He's
you.
a fucking ugly
Thank you,
alien.
Lily. Thank you for
Lily.
like the DVD like audio description track
Yeah.
for the Little Caesars logo.
No, that was good, yeah.
I just don't see it.
No, I think
I'm
like
trying to see it that way, and I don't see it.
you have your funny idiosyncrasies. I think this is legit like strange.
Yeah.
Like, come on, please see like how I see it too. Like, there's
Like it makes no sense.
like,
Like they
like
put
the-
eyes, they put a mouth, but you think that's an ear.
like look at it, dude.
We're looking at it.
Well, I
Alright.
really don't understand that one.
No.
Yeah, Lily, you have to draw it. You have to shoot. Like what?
I'm gonna draw it, but I genuinely saw it as that like forever, and I would stare at it every time.
I can kind of see like in the ear. I get where you're talking, and I can see how like his head's like a cone head sort of thing.
And he's like
Yeah.
angrily like looking at the large part, like he's angry. Like,
But how did you see that as a face and not hair?
because I was looking at it.
How
the
did you
wrong way.
not see the title Little Caesars and understood this was like this is a guy?
Right. It's not
like
an
a-
alien.
Like, come on. It was right there. It was right fucking there.
I
They're
was
like
like-
context clues. You
Yeah,
didn't pay attention
right.
to his hand at all?
I was like,
In
who is-
ancient Rome's one of the first like pop culture things you recognize as a child. You understand that this is ancient Rome shit.
How do you? Yeah, actually, that's a good point. How do you explain the arm with the pizza?
he's it's like which arm? The right one?
The one
The one
holding
on the right.
Yeah.
The one where he has the tiny slice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like holding it over him. He's like, like you know
No,
what I mean?
he's
Like,
not.
like he's doing scary arms.
But what is his mouth supposed to be?
You know, like her.
No, she said the mouth is going from the ear to the neck.
No. The wait, what? What are you talking about? The mouth of the alien or the mouth of Caesar?
The mouth of the fucking
You said the
It's
mouth
the
of
same
Caesar
thing.
is the ear and then the
Yeah.
back. Or the
Yeah,
neck, sorry.
yeah. The mouth of Caesar.
Yeah.
His upper lip is the ear, and the
Wait, I
bottom-
thought his eyes were the ear.
No, his eyes
No.
are like angry eyebrows.
Lily.
This is why he thinks you're like fucked up. Because this doesn't make sense.
Like, I think that's concerning that you saw it like this.
You
Yeah.
really just talking out your
That's
ass.
what I
Like it's
mean.
unacceptable.
No, and you see like the little pixel right there, like the tiny little pixel where like where like okay, look at like the top of his head, the top of Caesar's head, and like do you see like the leaves and stuff? Like
Yeah.
to the slight left of it, like near the middle, there's a tiny pixel where like his head's like split open, and I thought that was like the alien's mouth. Do you see that?
I do see the tiny little pixel where his head split open. But
thought it
I
was
don't
his little
understand
mouth.
how you can be a child that's that observant to think that and also not get that this is a guy
Right.
eating a slice of pizza.
Like,
in a
you really
Chipotle.
have to look at it to see that.
And
Yeah.
I don't get. I don't get how the Little Caesars logo is like a Rorschach test to you.
Yeah, like what?
and I'd really stare at it too. I'm like, who is this alien? Why is he here?
I definitely
It's like in Ferris
definitely had
Bueller's Day Off where he's looking at the painting.
Yeah.
I've definitely had things like
Wow.
this, but none are coming to mind that are as crazy as this.
Yeah.
I just can't even comprehend what I'm supposed
I
to
know.
do.
I think that's the weirdest thing about you. Or the weirdest thing that you've ever said.
Because even I can sort of see how there's a face in the hair, but like I don't understand how you cannot also see him smiling eating a slice of pizza.
I couldn't.
Right.
No, he's looking at the large slice because that's the best part. He's like, dude, I'm fucking hungry. Like this is the pizza right here. I'm an alien.
And why
Like,
would he be?
Why
holding
would
another
he
slice?
why would he have this small slice?
Because it's his
Because-
own pizza. Like it's all for him.
Yeah, he took it out, but he wants to look at like the big part. He like took it out and he's like holding it up. He's like, oh, okay. So this is how it works. You have the tiny slice,
Okay.
There.
and he's
I
doing
don't even know
scary
what to say.
arms, and he freaked me out as a kid.
This image went off screen like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I love my little Caesar's alien, man. He's my friend.
I'm about to have a little
Man,
seizure
stop
fucking
lying.
trying to think about
I can't
this.
think of any moments like that where it's been like with something visual, but I think I may have mentioned it in a Let's Play, the thing with dry bones.
Yeah. Weird
That thing-
associations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just weird associations with things like that.
I
Do any of you get shit like that, or am I just stupid?
and that happens sometimes. It
I
happens to
do.
me.
I told you one. I don't remember it though.
Wait, say it
But-
again. I wasn't listening.
But wait, to wrap it all up, I just remember when I was a kid, we always went to a little Caesars, and we'd like wait for the pizza, and there was like it was that logo, but it was huge, and it was on like the wall, and I remember like sitting on the chair just staring at it, like
Wow.
trying to figure out why this was the mascot. why they thought an
Jesus
alien
Christ.
was a good idea. Why does he look like that?
You are a psychopath.
Yeah.
It's like a Rorschach test.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I got nothing to like. I can't like defend myself. Like
You
that's
really
just how I
can't.
saw. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have anything
Alright.
like that, but something I was really perplexed about. Like, there's just things in the world that happen as a kid where you just full on don't understand. And what's
Mhm.
even worse is how everyone around you seems to understand it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Michael
hate shit
Jackson
like that when
going
I was a
from
kid.
black to white confused the fuck out of me as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Like that plus the plastic surgeries, I would look at like
how'd
new
you do
pictures
that?
of him. I would look at new pictures of him and be like, "This isn't the same guy."
Yeah, because I feel like I didn't know that he had what is it called?
Vitiligo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vitiligo.
HIV.
I don't feel like I knew that until like 5 years ago. Because for my entire life, I always just heard the bullshit that he bleached his skin because he wanted
Yeah.
to be white.
Which is
Yeah, that's what I
technically
heard.
true.
Like
Well,
it is, but like he did it
yeah.
because he had vitiligo.
Yeah, that's the reason he bleached it. It's not because he wanted to be white.
Yeah, now you want to.
Yeah,
But I just remember looking at like old and new pictures of him and just staring and being like, what is going on?
Like,
Sometimes it still doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Because even if Michael Jackson wasn't a huge celebrity, if you saw that mugshot of him, that would still be going around on the internet as one of the weirdest mugshots ever.
Yeah.
Of like this alien person that doesn't look real.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, he looks Skinwalker.
I remember I had a dream
No, it's
about.
Moonwalker, Izzy. It's Moonwalker.
Moonwalker. That sucks.
I remember I had a dream about Michael Jackson where I was like sitting in the tub and then he slowly
What?
formed, he slowly formed like between my legs like the Nightmare on Elm Street claw.
What?
I know what you're talking about.
When the fuck did you have this dream?
That dream is what?
That's crazy.
Was it his head that popped out, or was it his hand?
It was his head, like his white, like when he was white, like the face he made.
Right.
That sounds fucking terrifying.
That does.
How long ago was
Being
this
in
dream?
the bath with your legs like spread, and then under
Yeah.
the tub, he comes out of the water slowly.
Yeah.
His head
It
sticks out.
was like it was like
That was terrifying.
it was like the Freddy Krueger claw like coming up.
Yeah.
And Freddy Krueger is like taking some like really like serious turns on how he's getting me in my dreams, not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
I think I had this dream in like 2018 or something like that.
20 what?
Oh.
It's like a while.
I think that's when the pedo documentaries came out.
I think I was having this dream in like 20 BC, if I'm gonna be honest.
20 BC. Great.
I was having it with Caesar.
Avery, I got a question.
What's up?
How much money would it take for someone to be like, okay, I'll give you whatever amount of money you need, but you have to cut off one of your legs and replace it with a peg leg?
Oh.
Oh.
Now think about it, Avery. $20.
I do it for realistically. I do it for $10 million.
Now I was thinking a little lower, knowing you, but all right.
I do it for $10 million.
10 million.
Actually-
That seems fair.
Is it a peg leg where I have to walk like a fucking idiot, or is it like
It's-
can I walk normally with it?
Like fucking Patchy the pirate.
Yeah, Patsy the pirate peg leg. You are
Or-
pirate
or-
peg
or-
leg, where it's
Or sort of
wooden.
limping with
But
it.
you,
Yeah,
but you're
yeah.
not, but you're not walking normal, and then like the peg leg like breaks every 2 seconds, and you have to glue it back on. So you have to
No,
actually hop on
no,
your
it
one
doesn't.
leg.
It doesn't break. It's reinforced, but it's wood, and it's like a pirate peg
Now,
leg.
do I have to wear it all the time, or could I just be in a wheelchair?
You have to wear it.
You
I
have to
can
wear
never
it.
use a wheelchair.
No,
You can use a wheelchair if you want, but like,
you can't use the wheelchair.
The
No, like
leg
if you go to
stays
a
on.
wheelchair, they'll put their hand in front of your face and be like, "Fuck you! You can't use this shit. You can walk on your own. We know you're fine."
Can I modify the peg leg in any way?
No,
what kind of
What would
modifications
you
would you
do?
want to do? That
Like
depends.
maybe add like attachments where I can put like a shoe on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Maybe like
Well,
Well,
carve
Patchy
it
does
so,
do that.
maybe carve it
I
so
guess-
it looks like my other leg.
maybe put stickers on it. You know,
how do
graffiti
you
it.
how do you carve a peg leg to look like your other leg? It would just be like a little tiny foot.
Well, I would carve it into the shape of like my calf, and just so it's the basic shape. Of
Oh
my
no,
other
it would
leg.
be pre-carved to look like a pirate peg leg. It's not
Yeah,
just a
like
slab
it's-
of
But
wood.
I can't alter it to not look like a pirate peg leg.
No.
No, it's got it like for some functional reason it has to look like that. You can
And I
you
can't-
could color it. You could put stickers on it. You could.
And I
put,
can't
don't
like
know.
cut it in the middle and put like a joint on it so it's like articulated.
No.
Nope.
No.
It's a peg leg.
But
It's
I'm
a
just saying
little
I can't
thing.
modify it in any way.
You can modify it like externally, but once you start changing like the shape and like adding,
So it has to be like cosmetic shit. It can't like
All right,
affect
Yeah.
the.
Now,
Yeah.
how about this, Avery? That's your one and only peg leg. If you modify it and you fuck up, that's what you get.
true. Oh
so do you
shit!
know? So do you know how to modify a peg leg? You fucking idiot.
If you're giving me
Whoa.
the opportunity to modify it any way I want, with the risk that
Actually-
I might fuck it up,
I like that. I like that better. You can modify it, however, but if you fuck it up, you don't get a new one.
what if I
Yeah.
get into an accident and it breaks off?
Then it breaks off,
You get another
and
one.
you still got
Yeah,
your.
that's different
you-
because that's out of your
Oh,
control.
hell no.
But if you in your control, you fuck it up. That's it.
No, because then he's gonna purposefully like get into car crashes all the time if he fucks up the modifications just so he can get a new one.
Well, then there's the risk he would die doing that, and he's an idiot for that.
But he could just lie. He could like show up.
Listen, I need
like,
to know. I
he
need to
could
work out the
show up-
semantics before I can give you a realistic number.
Listen, he
Okay.
could show up to the peg leg store and be like, what? I got into a
Or-
car accident.
The peg
but
leg
he's-
store.
but he's lying. Like he's not. He didn't actually get into a car crash, so he's lying. So therefore,
I think the lowest I would go is $5 million.
We have to take him
Wow.
to court, and they would like have CCTV footage of Avery purposely swerving into traffic. That's how do you explain this, bud? And he has to walk. He's like, I call Avery to the stand, and he comes over limping with his peg leg over to the stand.
Can you legally drive if you have a peg leg?
I mean, I can't imagine why not.
that'd be funny though. Like you put your peg
Okay.
leg on the pedal, just the image of it. I don't know. Like think about it.
I would look cool as shit with the peg leg.
Oh no!
And with that gold tooth?
I'd be looking like a fucking. I'd have like a 70s like writer aesthetic where I just wear open.
No,
button
you would
white
look like a
shirts and
pirate. I'm
smoking.
sorry.
No. My whole aesthetics would be overhauled. I'm gonna cut my hair real short. I'm gonna wear like rolled up sleeve white like dress shirts. The top buttons are always unbuttoned. I'm gonna have like fancy dress pants and have the peg leg part rolled up so my peg legs exposed. Smoking cigarettes, chain smoking,
And he's bald.
drinking all the time.
I
Yeah,
told
he's
y'all he was
bald.
gonna become a fucking pirate. I fucking told y'all. Y'all didn't listen to me off camera. I told
actually,
y'all.
you know what? That I see the vision. I'd be looking cool.
I
as
told y'all. First,
Oh,
it was the
no.
gold tooth, and now
Oh,
he's
hell
investing
no.
in the peg leg. At this point, dog,
Peg leg!
dude, he's
Yeah.
gonna become a fucking pirate.
Nah.
Avery, if I swear to God, if in like 30 years I see you with a peg leg, I'm going to laugh in your face.
Well, if I actually got into like an accident, I would just get a normal prosthetic leg.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a normal prosthetic leg is a peg leg, not the
No,
$30
no,
million
no.
robotic legs you see. That shit costs like
$30
your
million
life.
is a slab of fucking wood.
I'm just getting a regular prosthetic leg.
We cannot forget about the part where he'd be bald. We cannot forget about that part.
Well, that's. I mean, no disrespect to my dog.
Because when
beautiful
you
now,
have the
and
wooden,
listen,
when you have the wooden
listen.
peg leg, you don't have to worry about going through customs with TSA when I go to Turkey to get my hair plugs.
with all due respect to my dog Avery, Lily, like, and I'm saying this with true respect. The ladies love you now, but you going bald is just inevitability. It's in your genetics, B.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're gonna be bald. Your eyebrows are gonna be gone. Like everything's gonna be
Whoa.
My eyebrows are not
Dial
gonna
Dial
It'd
it
be
back.
crazy if your eyebrows also just balded off.
That would be crazy.
I think if I became bald, I could pivot my personality to work with it.
Dear God, if you love me, that
Oh.
happens.
I would have to become I would have to become less hyper
Yeah.
somehow, but I could make it work. Because there's nothing I hate more than a bald guy who's too excited about shit.
Oh, we know somebody like that. We know somebody
Yeah.
like that.
Do we?
Do we?
No, I
Yeah,
know
for you.
exactly what you're talking about,
Oh
My
We know
dad?
some-
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking
I'm not naming names.
about. Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
not,
discretion.
I'm not gonna put him under
I'm
the
not.
bus. or
I'm not. I'm
anything.
not.
no! Whoa! That was crazy.
I had to throw it back in her face. I'm the bad guy now. Fuck.
You had to what? You had to what? in your
What?
face?
Throw it back in your face.
Freeze is right there, right?
This is the Drunken Podcast. Welcome to DOA.
Guys, I'm so drunk right now. Send me funny memes.
Send me funny. Lily, what the fuck was that about last night? I woke up to that shit and I was like, why are you asking the server that does not like you to do this shit?
That does
Whoa.
not like you.
That's so
They're
true
sick
because
of your shit.
only my best friend Izzy tried to make me laugh, and that's
True.
true
Yeah,
shit right there.
This was a Hawk Tua video.
Did she
Yeah,
accomplish or no?
Yeah,
and
did you
yeah,
laugh?
there it is right there. Yeah, I did laugh. I was laughing at the Hawk Tua jokes.
Wow. See? It's not that hard to just see everyone. It's not that hard to bring your friends joy.
Yes, exactly.
dude.
Like
It is when
there's
they're
so-
annoying as shit.
It's also not that hard to just like put on something funny, you know.
Is there something fucking wrong with trying to make me laugh, huh? Freeze, Avery, Ray.
It was like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and you know that's the best part of life is when you're trying
Of
to make
waking
someone
up.
laugh.
The part when I'm asleep.
Yeah. I mean, that is true.
Yeah.
I love being asleep.
That's
You
the
got
best
it.
part.
That's when
Yeah.
you gotta wake up and you're like, oh, dude, like Lily's bored. Like this is more important.
I have to set an alarm to make sure you're entertained.
And that's when Izzy came to the rescue.
You're
and sent me
greedy.
Hawk
I think
Tua
if
videos.
given the opportunity, you would become like a Hitler-like figure.
Oh, you kidding me?
Well,
Oh
in
my
a heart,
god.
in
Okay,
a
well,
heartbeat, she would
well,
have
Like,
like it
if
wouldn't
all
even
of the
be-
right, sort of butterfly, if all the right, if everything
about
unfolded
butterflies.
into the proper place
Butter.
in the world, you could easily reach Hitler status
Well, okay, it
and like
doesn't
be
make it-
content with it.
It
Well,
doesn't make it-
okay.
It doesn't make it any better that my last name is German.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Hitler. What if that was your Lily Hitler?
Adolf
You had to change
Lily.
to Schreiber.
Lily Adolf Hitler.
You're the descendant of him himself.
That sucks.
My middle name.
It's crazy how all of Hitler's like bloodline has been like eradicated just because people were like, I don't want to have my children be
My-
Hitlers.
My mom always made joke. My mom, because she has an Irish last name. My mom always made jokes about me. Like she's like, you better not like be in a position of power because your last name's German. Everyone's just going to think you're Hitler. I'm like God.
You would be Hitler.
Like,
If
God
anyone in this Discord call would be Hitler, it would be you.
Oh my. Whoa.
Izzy, who else would be Hitler?
All right, now let's like think. Let's sit in our chairs and ponder.
You got me there.
For some reason, Freeze gives me like Dwight Eisenhower energy.
No. See,
Huh.
I see the opposite way. I see Freeze as like the second
why?
son of Sam.
The murderer, the serial killer.
I see him right there, just
Wait,
going on.
talk to
in
me
a
about
different house.
Eisenhower. What are the similarities?
I don't, hold on.
Are we claiming our characters for the fucked up person roleplay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's have our roleplay, but don't pick Hitler. I'm Hitler.
Well, what did Eisenhower do?
I don't know, but I just look at this guy and I feel like the decisions he would make are also ones that you would make.
He was well, he probably dropped the bomb, right? That would have been him.
Eisenhower?
I think so. Or he was the president after.
Which you would
Wasn't
do.
that Oppenheimer?
You would drop the bombs.
Well,
on this man.
But Oppenheimer wasn't president. He just
No,
made.
Oppenheimer just made the bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think Eisenhower was the president when it happened.
I think
So
no,
he
I think that was Truman actually.
The Truman Show?
Oh, I think you're right.
No, Joe, not the Truman Show.
Yeah,
Why
no,
not?
yeah.
It should be
I
the
think it
Truman
was
Show.
Truman.
I think Eisenhower was
was-
the one that put all the Japanese in the camps.
Yes,
Oh.
that's what Eisenhower. Eisenhower was the after effect after they dropped the bomb.
So he was
like, all right,
after
we gotta
Truman.
round them all up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was president in the 50s.
Okay.
Truman was the one that dropped the bomb. Yeah, because I'm looking at a picture of Harry S. Truman right now, and I can just see Gary Oldman as him.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right. You're right.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be the first of us to get a tattoo? If you guys haven't gotten a tattoo already.
Oh, that's so easy.
Not
It's
me.
Avery.
I already have a tattoo.
Oh, you do?
I have 3 of them.
Yeah,
You have.
No, you
You don't
don't.
have 3 tattoos. Shut
I
up.
have a tattoo on my ass cheeks.
I have 3. I have the SpongeBob flowers on my arm. They're like 3 little ones.
Do you want me to send the picture of the tattoo on my butt?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna send the picture. Hold on. I gotta,
Wait,
know-
did you really?
I gotta take the picture.
Editor,
What?
put that on screen right now.
Wait.
You actually got a tattoo
He's
on your
literally gonna
ass.
moon us on camera. Why are y'all asking
He
for
sent
this?
a picture of
Oh,
him
yeah,
doing
no,
it,
I-
remember?
Well, no, I
I
remember
saw
that
the
photo.
photo.
I didn't know he actually got a tattoo.
I saw the photo.
I thought that was for a joke.
Why would he be there?
Oh, my ass is so
Because he
hairy.
was just hanging out. I don't know.
Just hanging out.
He was probably like, this would be a funny photo
Oh,
opportunity.
I'm just hanging out. I have the needle on my butt. You know, just hanging out.
I have the needle on my butt.
Oh my god, this is uncropped. This picture's disgusting.
Oh man, it hurts. Okay, I'm done taking the picture. Okay, take it off.
Wait, really?
What the fuck
Wait,
is
what
this?
is
What the
What
fuck
is this?
is it?
Hold on,
That's
I'll find
Avery's
it, hold
ass
on.
cheek.
What the hell is? No, what is the tattoo?
Is that
It's
like
a
foot?
microphone stand, you fucking stupid.
No, is
How
that
is
like
that a microphone stand?
you're stupid if that's true. But it looks like SpongeBob's leg. It looks like
I
SpongeBob's
thought it
leg.
was. I legit thought it was the hammer and sickle for a second.
I don't know what it is. It looks like a cane.
The hammer and sickle. Oh my- it looks like
Editor, for the
SpongeBob's
love
leg.
of God, please.
You're
don't
gonna
put this on
lose your
screen.
mind when you figure out.
And like it's
when I-
the shoe on the bottom, and it's like his it's his hip bone on the top. Do you see that?
No.
Are you guys ready to see what the reference picture is?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? Wait, who is this? Richard Scarry or whatever?
Is the Richard Scary? Scary?
I mean, there's 2 R's in the name.
I guess so. I thought it was Richard Scary.
Richard Scarry?
I think so. But really, Avery, that's on your ass cheek for life.
Wait, that's great.
Well, not for life, but it's definitely gonna be on there for a little bit.
What do you mean? Yes, it's there for life. That's a tattoo.
No, it's not. You have to get it redone every now and then. The ink fades
It does
away.
fade away after a while.
Okay.
Because they only did like they didn't because usually when you get tattoos they go over it multiple times to really get it in there, but they only did it once.
Oh.
You
oh
got the
my
fucking
God.
Richard Scary worm on
No,
your
this
ass
was M
cheek.
peer pressuring me.
Ugh.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy! What the fuck? Does anyone
Oh,
else
God.
know that besides M, obviously?
Probably. Good
uh,
job.
Is that a DOA
Their
exclusive?
job.
Wait, how close to your hole is it?
Your whole
I mean, I could send you the uncropped picture. You can
No.
Editor, put the uncropped.
I
Editor,
wouldn't
put
really
that on
care.
screen.
It's like it's like directly in the middle of my right ass cheek.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
So it's pretty much
Okay.
on the tushy, like it's on the tissue side. of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Editor, put the uncropped version on screen.
No,
Wow.
please don't do that. Please
You are a
don't do that.
fruit.
This fucking craters of the sack ass picture.
Creators of the ball sack album cover.
That album is fucking crazy.
No, my
Oh.
family knows.
They do?
Yeah, only because because of that story I posted where I'm in the tattoo chair.
Great.
Man, I just thought that was a joke photo.
No, that was
I did
That
too.
was
That's
real.
you are the psycho.
No,
Wow.
I figured he was doing that shit, but I never asked like what he actually did.
That's crazy. That's
You
great.
just knew
Well,
something.
shit,
was
I
there.
guess it was Avery. What?
Wow.
Can I ask why the Richard Scary worm?
Because he wanted it.
And was
Look at
probably
him.
like, hey, you should get a worm.
yeah. They sent me something else that they wanted me to get. I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like, "No, it looks stupid." And I wanted it on like the bottom of my foot. so like I never have to like
Oh,
think about it.
dude,
It just
that
will do it.
sucks.
But yeah, they were like, that's the worst place to get a tattoo.
Yeah, the foot, because the skin is just so like
No, that would suck.
thin on the foot.
yeah, so
Yeah,
they
that would
basically
hurt.
said no. And I was like, all right, on my butt cheek. This is right now is the first when you said who else here has a tattoo or who here has a tattoo. This is the first time I thought about this worm in like months. Like I immediately forgot I got this.
Yeah.
It hurts, but it's honestly not that bad. Like once it like
You don't
goes
have
over-
tattoos.
You
Lily,
don't have
shut up.
tattoos, Lily.
It's fuck you guys. Yes, I do. I have
Prove it.
one.
Girl,
Alright,
put down the
okay.
goddamn Heinekens and come back to reality.
Yeah, prove it, and it's the photo of the
Yeah.
courage tattoo.
Yeah.
It's the Steve-O fucking back tattoo.
Yeah, the Steve one or the Rob Dyrdek one where
It's
it's
the Family Guy
monster logo.
tattoo where Brian and Stewie are on his nipples.
Oh.
I know.
Whoa.
When you said bottom of the foot tattoo, I remember the guy who got Mario and Luigi on the bottom of both soles of his feet.
That one
my
looks
God.
so bad. It looks like he drew it with marker.
It does. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
I love
That's awesome.
tattoos. I'm probably never gonna get one though.
All right, so I guess follow-up question for anyone who hasn't gotten a tattoo: if you had to get a tattoo, what would it be? And where?
Pac-Man. It'd be Pac-Man.
I still think of tattoos as like a grown-up thing. Then I realize I'm 22.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone my age already has 5. so-
I'm almost like 25. I should probably
That's how I
reconsider.
see it too.
But
Yeah. I don't know.
Get one of
It-
Pac-Man.
No.
okay,
Pac-Man.
okay,
Yeah,
Joe.
Pac-Man.
All right, now that you're like saying that, now that I'm like really thinking about it in my brain, I might just get a Pac-Man tattoo. Just for
Yeah,
you.
that's based. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pac-Man is awesome.
What would you
Okay.
get, like Pac-Man World or like fucking basic?
I'm
pizza
gonna get
Pac-Man?
I'm gonna get the Pac-Man, the Ghostly Adventures guy on my cheek.
Oh,
Oh
hell no.
yeah.
That sucks.
Pac is back.
Oh,
jumping at his feet, Pac's a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Freeze, if you were to get a tattoo, what would it be? If you had to.
to.
Think about it. It could be anything in the world, Freeze.
Okay,
Any
okay.
image.
I have 2 ideas. Okay.
Okay.
Either something Ween related, or
No.
maybe a SpongeBob drawn by Steven Hillenburg, like one of his sketches.
Oh, that would be
Right.
cool.
I always want to get the Prince symbol as a tattoo.
Yeah,
Real-
that's true.
Realistically, it's what I said before. I would get the SpongeBob flowers like on my
Or
shoulder.
the Daniel Johnston frog.
I would too. I would get a SpongeBob
Yeah,
flower. A
that's good.
Hillenburg SpongeBob would be cool too, though. That's a good idea. You're bugging us. I was gonna say, actually, never mind. That's not an interesting thing to talk about.
Oh, Izzy, don't sell yourself short. The audience wants to hear what you gotta say.
Well, now you put me on the spot. I was
I
gonna
get
talk
the
about
Joker.
the Joker. I was gonna talk about
Rick and
creators.
Morty.
I was not even related to tattoos. I was gonna talk about Creator of the Sack because Avery mentioned it for 2 seconds.
The Ween
It's like
album.
the album fucking crazy. Did that ever get a physical release, or was it only?
No,
On the
it's
website.
it's not
online,
even on
really.
Spotify.
It's not. Yeah, it's not an official thing at all.
It was like released online in 1998.
Great.
Wow.
So it's like horrible sounding MP3s, and the
Is-
album cover is Dean Ween's ball sack.
Really?
Great.
Editor, put a picture of that on screen.
Are any of the songs good?
Oh yeah, they're good.
I think the Stallion Part 4 is on it, and that's a good song.
Mm.
Big Fat Fuck is on it. That ended up on Shinola.
Oh yeah.
And we know
That's
who
like
that
an
one's
eight- it's like
talking
an eight-
about.
It's like an 8-minute version. What? Who's it talking about?
Wink, wink at the camera. We know who that one's talking about.
Who's that one talking about?
I'm not going to name
Great.
names because that I don't like calling people out, but we know who that one's talking about.
Let's hear
Right.
it. Who's talking about?
Well, it's hard to put it into words, but you know who that one's talking about.
Spit it out, pussy.
Well, okay. Now,
Tread
Your dad?
lightly here.
God
No.
damn,
No,
Yap
no.
of Hell. Get
No.
to the point.
no, I don't like I hate calling people out, but we know who that one's talking about.
That's a dolphin.
Either you say it or we're gonna move on.
We know who that one's talking about.
Okay. Well, I'm glad Creators of the Sack is a good album. You mentioned Stallion Part 4. Wasn't there? They did like Stallion Part 5.
It's not amazing. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's-
there is a Stallion Part 5.
But they like only did it live once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they are on like Spotify because they did that fucking online at live album.
Yeah.
They're all on there.
I can't remember the title.
All requests live.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
the
say
one.
that isn't that the album where they did part 5?
Yeah, they did all
Yeah.
of them. That's crazy because they did that shit in like 2003, live streaming a concert, and everyone got to
Wow.
choose what songs they played.
True.
Yeah, that's
They
awesome.
played "Where'd the Cheese Go."
I don't
I don't know.
I think it went to Big Fat Fuck's belly, if I'm gonna be honest.
That was pretty funny. I didn't really laugh at it, but that was pretty funny.
I'll take what I can get. I think we know who that one's talking about.
Sorry, my brain's just breaking.
All
Yo,
right.
this is the
It's
most
okay.
bullshit I've ever heard of it.
You can admit you're laughing at something that, like I said, it's all right.
I'm not really. It wasn't that funny.
now, freeze.
It's
Yeah.
all right. It's okay. You know, it'll really heighten my ego a little bit, but it's okay. You can admit that. Like,
It's
you
already
know,
bad enough. You
you laugh a
fucked
little
up. We not gonna hype in your ego at this hour. Fuck that.
Google.
Google.
What?
What?
What the
Why
fuck?
are you an idiot?
What's with Google? You've been saying that so many times.
Like, why is it called that?
Why the fuck not? What's wrong
Why
with
does
it?
they call that shit Google?
You think of a better name.
Like, are they?
Why did they go?
Are like they said they called it Google as if Liliana Dene Schreiber wasn't going to fucking hear that shit.
Oh, she's fucked up for real, guys.
What?
I was like, nice try, but I'm on to you. I know that.
Nice
shit's called
try.
Google.
Nice actual try.
Nice try.
Nice
They
actual
tried-
turn.
They tried real hard, but you know, I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about Google. I'm like, why'd you call it that? And they're sweating real fucking hard. They're scared.
Why did you have to call it that?
Why did you draw that?
Why did you drop?
Muriel.
2 in the AM PM.
That's a regular show.
Reanimated.
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 You know what confuses me about Moha?
What?
What?
Oh, okay.
He did he spent like 7 years doing that 2 in the AM PM shit. But then he
Yeah.
did the Naive Man from Lollipop Land in like a month. It's like, what took so long then?
The hype got him going.
He got excited.
And that one's way more animated than 2 in the AM PM.
He finally figured out who they were talking about in the Ween show.
Yeah.
What?
What are you talking about?
You know what I mean?
What?
No.
You
Not at
two
all.
of all people would know what I'm talking about.
What do you mean the Ween show?
This is a Ween show.
He
There's a Ween
figured it
show.
out.
Stop.
He figured it out and he started fucking burning through.
Alright.
That's my bud right there.
Are you okay?
Potty the parrot.
Potty the bar.
Potty.
Potty. Sure.
That's a good restroom humor joke right there.
Yeah.
What?
They're really potty.
Wait, how did they do the peg leg on Patchy?
What do you mean? How do they do it? It's simple. You just cut that motherfucker's leg off. And
I
you go to work.
assume. Oh. I assume
What?
it was he put his knee in the peg leg and then just hid his leg behind it. So he was like,
Yeah,
It's movie magic.
Huh.
it is movie magic. But yeah, that's how they do it. Is they just have it so he's just sort of like his knees resting on it.
I
And
mean,
they
like,
put,
how did?
they put black over his like foot so it doesn't like look, you can't see it.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's the same
Oh.
kind of shit that they did to the Family Guy character, where his arms and legs are all peg legs. It's the
Mhm.
same shit.
And most of the
Seamus?
time,
Yeah,
most of the time,
Seamus?
Patchy's film from the waist up.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see him
Yeah.
full body too much. And I assume if it's full, like, they usually prop it so you don't see his leg like that.
Okay, that is like a genuine, like, good question though. Like, I don't know how they did like the eye patch thing.
I love.
It's
God.
movie magic, man.
Why the fuck does his eye patch change positions all the time?
Because it's meant to be, it's low budget. The joke is that it looks like shit because it's meant to be like a shitty, like,
It changed.
public access, like, guy just like showing you.
Well, how about this,
cartoons.
Bucko? How'd they get the hook on? How'd they get the hook hand? Where'd his hand go?
He,
And who was
Um,
flickering on the lights?
all right, that's when you finally got me scratching my head.
No, Sparatu.
No,
And how did they get
That was so
Beaker
spiteful.
Boppy to fucking
They
look
do.
like this?
They do the eye patch thing because he only has one eye. But then when he switches the eye patch, he
Now,
pushes
how the
eye
hell
to
did they
other
get Bill to fold?
Bill like
side. I don't know how they got Bill to fold.
Pirate caught partying too hard.
And how they
head
get the bird to
explodes.
talk?
How'd they get the cartoons to move?
And the parrot is winning.
How they get the
How they get the
SpongeBob?
little finger? And
How do they
How
get
they-
the SpongeBob?
I still kind of don't get how before computers they synced audio to animation.
There was a job for that. It was a timer. It was a guy. He would literally go over the storyboard and decide like how many like milliseconds or seconds something is happening on screen for like every action on the screen.
So what actually happened?
And they
is
still
that
But what
do
about shit like Aladdin where they do the audio first?
I'm not.
Aladdin.
Yeah,
So
because fucking I almost said Robert De Niro, Robin
Well,
Williams
all
was fucking in that
cartoons do
booth
the audio
fucking
first.
off the
So
top.
what-
Then how'd they figure it out?
So what?
They-
No. So what happened is that they'd get Snow White, right? They'd get Snow White, and then they'd get
Okay.
Robert Paulson to like get like a megaphone, and then like he.
What?
Whoa!
You need to
Calm down.
I guess we're just getting straight into it at the final moments, huh?
A microphone.
Heavy emphasis on that M.
editor, put a gif of Morshu up. Thank you.
No one's
Alright.
putting.
Let's let's rewind the tape. Okay, so they get
What are you talking about?
so they got Snow White, right? And
Robert Paulson?
they need the audio, so they get Rob Paulson to come up with a megaphone, and then he
I know
screams.
he's
Really,
Rob.
yeah, he screams. I'm really good friends with him, and then he like screams really loud.
Uh-huh.
He screams really loud into the megaphone till like so everybody who's watching the movie can hear it.
The
And
most
he's doing-
thing.
He's doing all of the voices, and like you can hear like you're like in the theater and you can hear like the characters talking, but it's Rob Paulson like talking like really loudly in the megaphone. Like
You sound like you took a line before that.
Yeah, you sound like you would be Hitler.
what?
You would be Hitler.
I
Wait,
would be Hitler because
you
I'm talking
talking
about Rob
about with
Paulson. and
Aladdin?
you know what?
Is you talking like a fucking crackhead? No, all cartoons
And
have
he
their
has
audio
to-
done first, and then they time it with a timer.
Then why is there that video of them making the second SpongeBob movie where Mr. Lawrence is doing the audio to the animation?
It's either
Huh?
like afterwards,
Explain
like
that.
it's either afterwards,
What?
like what's the term when you go back to redo dialogue in something in a movie?
Overdubbing.
Yeah, overdubbing. Like the line wasn't good enough. They needed to overdub it, or they faked it for the behind the scenes video because there's a lot of ones that do that.
Most
Specifically
behind
for-
the scenes videos are faking it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just do it
jaking
again.
I'm jaking it.
I love my friends. I love you guys.
I'm faking it.
Alright.
I'm faking it.
I'm faking it.
Well, how do the Koreans know?
I'm staking it, dude. I'm fucking
The
hungry.
Koreans,
The
they're good at sending information for the Koreans.
Yeah.
Those Koreans.
It's like a big blueprint, and you send it off to Korea, and then a couple, like,
Yeah.
9 months later, like a baby, it comes back and it's
Timing
done.
sheets and
Yeah.
See?
What?
That must be a cool ass job being just a Korean doing the shit.
It's probably horrible.
Yeah, it's probably awful. You probably pay's probably awful. You probably live in squalor.
It's probably a cool ass job.
Oh yeah, it's probably the best in the fucking world.
Oh god, I love squeezing this thing so fucking much.
What are you talking about?
That's a movie they should make about a guy who's a animator in Korea who does all the in betweens and shit.
Everybody work. Everybody work.
So is all the animation done by
Ow,
Koreans, or
ow.
do they do Key
What
Friends
are
in
you
America?
doing?
Oh, that's from Clerks. That's from Clerks, the anime.
Yeah.
That's Clerks. That wasn't.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody work. Ow!
You are
Everybody work.
cracked out.
All
I'm-
right.
You are. This is.
Listen,
You're bringing a different energy that I've never heard before.
listen.
Thank
I'm
you guys
finally-
for watching. We'll see you
I'm-
at the
I'm
next
finally-
episode.
I'm finally
Yeah.
on subject. I'm adding on to what fucking is.
You're
Okay,
on-
okay,
you're,
you're right.
No, you're off a goddamn perk, and you need to take your ass to bed.
Sorry.
Fine.
Whatever you
It's fucked
shot,
up.
drank, or smoked tonight.
But what did you say before we stopped talking about, or we started talking about Clerks? Because I actually forgot.
You
So what? We get drunk.
I could have my Gucci, huh?
I would like to
alright.
watch Mike Lewin.
We're talking about animation, dude.
What?
This is a podcast about animation.
All right, Joe, Mike, Lou, or Og. Who's it gonna
So you
be?
said you said was something animated in Korea
Oh,
all the
you
way?
said it's all animation done by Korea. Korea does in betweens.
So we do
Yeah.
the keyframes in America.
We do everything except in betweens. Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
True.
So
true.
why the fuck are we so late? It's just like 3.
it's literally
Frames
just
you have to do.
lazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just laziness.
Just 'cause
Lazy and budget.
corporations want to save money as possible.
So they have to FedEx all the shit over to Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
What if it
cheap.
gets lost in the mail and they have to do it
Yeah,
again?
we're in the old days. I remember I heard an interview. It's not animation, but I assume it was a similar process. I heard an interview once about the development of Sonic 2, and the guy, because that was the development of that game. It was split up between America and Japan. So there was a Japanese studio doing stuff for, or like
An American studio.
both Japanese and
Yeah.
Americans were working on the same thing. So they needed the prototype or what progress they had so far sent to Japan, and internet speeds weren't really that fast. So the guy talked about literally like in his lab carrying a board with a ROM all the way to Japan and being like given instructions by a guy in like broken English to take it to this building. And he like had a reservation paid for and everything, and he like almost lost it because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He
Dude,
like almost
Yeah.
Hmm?
On He-Man, the famous '80s cartoon,
Oh,
there
Yeah.
was a character. There's a character where on the model sheets they drew him with backwards hands,
yeah.
and and then they shipped it to Korea, and they just animated him with backwards hands, not because they're like, well, it's not a mistake, it's in the model sheet.
And you know that's not their fault.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that story. That was like,
They
well,
probably-
specifically, they were like, it was in
They
America
can't make
too
like,
because
creative decisions; they just had to do it.
yeah, they
to
were.
be.
Well, that was in America too because people were like, "Hey, his hands are backwards," but instead of
Yeah.
ignoring it and drawing it right, they were like, "No, this is what you got. You have to draw his hands backwards." And then they
Yeah.
they had to draw all the boards with his hands backwards until they got a corrected sheet, and then they had to redo everything all over again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stupid. Fucking dumb.
Oh shit! What the?
True.
Animation, kind of cringe.
True.
Can you guys hear me? I can't
Yeah.
hear you guys.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
I could watch Michael Lou and Og.
Why did she ask
Hello?
that if she can't hear us?
Yeah. Hello.
You can't hear us.
Hello.
Oh,
She said she can't hear us, so she asked us if we could hear her.
Now she
Like,
definitely
Yeah.
can't hear
I
us.
was like, how would you know?
Yeah. How'd that work?
Hello.
All right, this was a good ending for the podcast. We'll get
all
stuck
right,
in a
y'all.
well.
Good night.
Yeah,
See
Good
y'all
night,
next
everybody.
week.
That's
See you
it.
next
Oh,
week,
no
Saturday Night
way.
Live.
No way.
Thank you, New York.
New York.
New
It's
York.
Saturday
New
Night
York.
Live.
Yeah.